For hundreds, if not thousands of years, people have looked up to the sky and witnessed bright, fast-moving objects that completely defy explanation. And on occasion, these objects come crashing down to Earth.
They heard a loud explosion.
Something happened here.
Fireball?
Spears of light.
According to Mexican intelligence reports, 2 alleged UFO incidents, remarkably similar in nature but separated by 33 years, took place in remote corners of Mexico. Both sites were immediately sealed off and scoured by the military, who then denied anything unusual had happened. And most intriguingly, UFO evidence reportedly remains at both crash sites.
Did you find it?
Yeah, it's over here.
No way.
There is the proof that something happened here.
This is what ufologists want.
Is there a rational explanation? Or could these crash sites hold the key to unlocking the UFO mystery?
Some people are really afraid to talk about this case.
From first-hand accounts of a sphere-like fireball crashing to the Earth,
Strange balls of light. It hit the tree limbs and it's causing a fire.
to tracking an alleged downed UFO,
We've discovered wreckage of a plane that crashed for the UFO.
to analyzing evidence of a real crash site,
We've had extraterrestrial contact.
and scientific experiments to separate fact from fiction.
That's a lot of current that would kill you instantly.
What you are about to see is case number 74012, UFO Crash and Retrieval. On August 20th, 2007, at 4 o'clock in the morning, a strange noise in the sky sends frightened residents of Gilitla, Mexico, running out in the streets. Clearly outlined against the dawn sky, a fiery sphere-shaped craft blazes over the village and crashes into a nearby grove of trees. Some witnesses notice the mysterious object changed speed and direction, as if it were being flown, like an airplane. The sheer number of eyewitnesses and the object's strange trajectory make the case compelling to the team. Interestingly, this 2007 event at Gilitla mirrors a 1974 UFO crash near Coyame, 675 miles to the northwest. Like the Gilitla incident, the unknown object at Coyame was reported to be traveling under intelligent control at supersonic speeds until it collided with a small civilian plane. Both craft crashed to the desert below. Today, this reported crash site is known as Mexico's Roswell.
We just got a phenomenal email from Victor Camacho, one of the top news guys down in Mexico. We have the chance to be the first UFO investigators on a brand new case. A fireball came from a UFO, at least this is what the villagers are saying, bounced off a bunch of trees and might have left some residue. They wrote a report on this case, and this report went all the way up the ladder to police intelligence. And we have a chance to interview the actual intelligence officer for the Central Mexico Police who took the report and brought it all the way to Mexico's Pentagon.
Sounds like we have a little adventure on our hands.
We do, and the person who put us in touch with him is Ruben Urarte. Now, Ruben is really an expert in the way these whole cases are covered up. And so there's a relationship here between this case in Gilitla and Ruben's big case, which is Mexico's Roswell. You have the possible collision between a UFO and a small plane. Ruben says that he can probably get us to, because he thinks he's found it, the actual crash site.
If there's an alleged UFO collision with a private aircraft, we might actually find samples or artifacts from the plane and or the unidentified object.
These are two really fantastic cases. I need you guys to roll on the gear. We're going to crack this case wide open.
Gilitla, Mexico is a mountain town 136 miles north of Mexico City, 90 miles inland from the Gulf of Mexico. On their way there, The team meets Ruben Uriarte, an expert on UFO cases in Mexico and the American Southwest.
This area here, a lot of UFO sightings have been reported over the years.
Also joining the team is UFO researcher Ronnie Milion. At 4 o'clock in the morning, a glowing red-yellow sphere-shaped fireball, approximately 7 feet in diameter, flew in from the west and crashed into a grove of lemon and coffee trees. Eyewitnesses called the police, and by 4:30 the entire area was locked down. Police officers were sworn to secrecy. But one police intelligence officer who investigated the crash is now willing to talk about the incident.
Victor, this is really serious stuff we're talking about, and it could not be seen in public.
They prefer not to be seen in public.
Victor Camacho is a radio host and UFO researcher. He and Ruben Uriarte have ensured the officer's anonymity. Due to the sensitive nature of his testimony, the police intelligence officer insisted that his face be electronically disguised and that the interview be held in a remote sugarcane field far from any observers.
So you took the initial report, is that true?
Sí.
What happened after you took the initial report?
I received the report on August the 19th. There were unidentified objects that had fallen. There are ongoing reports of strange objects in this area. Balls of fire.
Fire? I heard balls of fire.
Balls of fire are not uncommon in this part of the world. On February 8, 1969, a blue-white fireball streaked across the sky and landed near the village of Pueblo de Allende. But a meteorite leaves a crater, and as the eyewitness reports state, no crater or debris field was left behind. Meteorites also fall straight down to the Earth. They cannot change course or zigzag, nor do the police seal off the area afterward.
After you filed the reports, what happened next?
I made a report and it went to Sedena.
Sedena is an acronym for the Secretariat of National Defense, the top level of the Mexican military. All other security and police forces report to Sedena. On March 5, 2004, a Mexican Air Force plane searching for illegal drug smugglers using an infrared camera videotaped 11 objects flying 2 miles over Ciudad del Carmen in the state of Campeche. Although the objects were invisible to the aircrew, they were picked up on the plane's radar. The objects surrounded the plane briefly before vanishing at high speed. This sighting was verified and released to the media by Sedena.
Once Sedena gets involved, the local police no longer have access to investigate that particular event because Sedena has come in. They want to secure the area like they're securing a crime scene, and they freeze the scene so they can conduct their own forensics on the operation.
Sí.
This story went right to the Mexican military, and not just the military, right to the top of Mexico's police intelligence. Look at how brave these guys are. It's astounding. These guys are speaking out on a top secret Mexican intelligence UFO investigation. I've got to get more information on this.
This phenomenon is very common in this area.
Antonio Martinez Chavez is the deputy editor of El Mañana de Valles, the local area newspaper. The Gilitla police called him the morning after the incident. He believes that the police at that time believed a UFO had crashed. He immediately sent Maribú Villalobos, the local beat reporter, to cover the event.
On the morning of the 20th, I received a report that came from the city of Gilitla. A ball of fire fell.
A fire.
Another ball of fire.
A ball of fire fell and exploded into the treetops. A witness reported it to the authorities, and when they got there, they just found ashes.
So they found ashes instead of metal fragments.
One of the investigators took some of the ashes.
You could tell us where this person can be found. Well, let's try and find him, and let's try and see the ashes.
According to Martinez, the object threw off long ribbon-like coils of ash as it passed overhead, which were collected and preserved. Physical evidence originating from a UFO is extremely rare. This news suddenly gives this case special importance.